Welcome, everyone. My name is Chris Carlson, and I'm with Northrop Grumman Corporation in Virginia. And as the NACE leader for the past 6 years and the current past president, I'm really excited that you're interested in pursuing leadership opportunities within our association. With me today, I have additional members of the NACE Sourcing and Nomination Committee, and I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves to you as well. Kurt?
Hi, everyone. I'm Kurt Heisenbuttel, the head of University Talent Programs and Diversity Recruitment at Fidelity Investments and proud member of the Sourcing and Nominating Committee. Whitney?
Hi, everyone. I am Whitney McDowell Robinson. I serve as Director of Career Pathways and Career Services for Tougaloo College, and I also have the privilege of currently serving on the board as well as this committee. We want to thank you for your interest in serving as a leader in NACE as you share your perspectives on how we can make the most of nominating yourself for service on the NACE Board of Directors. NACE values the leadership strengths of individuals in our profession, and we are committed to identifying college and employer professionals from our diverse membership to influence and drive NACE's future. As you consider self-nomination for a board position, you may want to note the following ideas and suggestions as you share information on your qualifications, competencies, and professional interest areas.
Before we get started on a detailed review of the components of the self-nomination form, here are some general suggestions to keep in mind. The Board of Directors is representative of our profession as a whole, and that includes all the members of the nearly 3,000 organizations that comprise NACE. NACE lives its core value of inclusion and seeks to engage individuals from a broad, diverse profile that includes, but not limited to, gender, ethnicity, geography, and size and type of the organization. Active engagement and leadership experience provide real-life demonstration of skills and results that can be translated into potential NACE leadership. Taking ample time to effectively share your leadership expertise and accomplishments with specific examples and notation of outcomes will strengthen your self-nomination form. So now, the three of us are going to walk you through different components of the nomination form with you. Kurt?
Let's talk about the minimum requirements. The top of the form asks for you to share a list of experiences that describe engagement in association activity with NACE or other associations. There are 6 different suggested areas of engagement that you can identify one or more examples of these areas. You may have a range of NACE or other association experiences to reference, which I encourage you to include. You have the space for 250 words, so take advantage of providing a solid listing of the minimum requirements. The demographic information is going to ask for your name, title, and organization, which have already been pre-added to the form for you. From there, you will need to include a description of your organization, the years in the profession, years as a NACE member, and your LinkedIn profile. Next, you'll see the position application. Members interested in serving as directors on the board will need to select their college director or employer director. Members who have served on the board of directors previously are eligible for applying for an officer position and can apply for either vice president, president, or both.
Within the areas of expertise and interest, you will find that this section of the self-nomination form is critically important since it gives you the opportunity to share a detailed picture of yourself, your knowledge, skills, related accomplishments that support the leadership competencies expected from the NACE Board of Directors. Each of the competencies is listed and described. These are leadership, interpersonal and communication skills, strategic planning and decision-making, and organization skills and resource management. There are specific questions for each competency that will allow you the opportunity to highlight how you have demonstrated those competencies through your experiences and accomplishments. You are provided the space for 250 words for each of these 4 boxes, and we recommend you address the expectations of the competency descriptions as you provide examples in answering these related questions. Please be sure to include information on results of your efforts whenever possible. We also ask that you describe 3 areas of personal, professional interest and give you examples of how to get started. This information is helpful for you sharing the scope and the depth of the interests and efforts in your areas that matter to NACE members. This can be a great opportunity to differentiate your specific areas of expertise and accomplishments. Within the future of our profession, we have included a question regarding your view of the top 3 challenges for NACE, college and employer members in the next 5 years. As you can imagine, the NACE Board of Directors keep an eye to the future and works to anticipate what lies ahead. This helps when we shape member value and the programs and services we deliver. In addition to you identifying what you see as the challenges, we want you to know how you are currently addressing these issues in your work as you prepare for the future. Last but certainly not least, our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. You will find a question related to how you have personally championed diversity, equity, and inclusion. Serving as a leader of NACE requires not only demonstration of these competencies, but a strong commitment to furthering diversity, equity, and inclusion across our profession and as a leader in associations.
Now that we've kind of reviewed the self-nomination form, we want to share a few final thoughts with you. First off, you can find additional information online at the NACE website, including FAQs about the self-nomination form and the responsibilities of board members. When completing the self-nomination form, we encourage you to use specific examples of how you have demonstrated the competencies through your experiences and through your accomplishments. Keep in mind that there are 4 director positions and 2 officer positions elected each year. And though everyone that applies in a given year may not get selected, many of our board members and officers have applied a few times before getting selected, including myself. Do your best in the application process and don't give up if you're not selected the very first time you apply. There's no single path to board leadership. If you review the current profiles of our board members and previous directors, you'll see they've come from a unique set of NACE engagement and leadership experiences before they ever came to the board. With that in mind, leverage your own set of experiences and accomplishments, both on the self-nomination form and as you continue to pursue NACE leadership opportunities in the future. Finally, be sure to submit your form on time before the deadline of submission expires. And with that, we just want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with us to learn a little bit more about the self-nomination form and the process for submission.
We all wish you the best as you move forward to consider a NACE board leadership role.
The entire Sourcing and Nominating Committee is excited to hear from you.
Thank you.